So the next process or the next step in mushroom production after compacting, when you must have finished your mixing and you have finished compacting them, take a look at what we have here. These are our compacted bags. After we finish compacting, the next thing we are going to do is to sterilize these compacted bags in order to eliminate any contaminants that is inside it. So we are going to sterilize them in our cooking pot. We use this drum as a cooking pot. You can use any pot of your choice. You can use aluminum pot. You can use stainless pot. If you take a look at our pot, which is our drum, you will see that it's iron and the inside is rusted. So what do we do? First of all, this our iron has a hanger inside, because we're going to pack all these our substrate bags inside, but we're not going to just dump them inside like that. If you do it like that, it's going to burn and all this rust will enter it and it will be poison. It will not be good for, it will no longer be edible again. So the first thing we do is we use hanger to suspend the substrate bag from having direct contact with the water. You put the hanger inside the drum. Then you are going to cover the body. This is jute bag. We use it to layer it on top of the hanger to cover it so that the bags will not be having contact with it. So after we must have covered it like this, we are going to cover the whole body of this drum so that our bags will not have direct contact with the drum also, because if it does, it's going to burn. You know, we are going to cook this thing on heat, steady heating for at least 4 hours, minimum of 4 hours and maximum of 6 hours. So if you carry this thing like this and take all the substrate bag and put inside and start cooking them, they will get burned, because once the body is heated, it will melt the nylon bags, and everything will be a waste. So what do? We get our jute bags also, and we use it to layer it on the body of this drum like this. Layer it down to join this one. Make sure that all the body is completely covered so that your substrate will not be destroyed by heat. It will not spoil. Don't allow any part of the drum to be seen at all. Position it very well. I think 3 should be enough. If you position it diagonally, it will cover it. Then you can see it now. After positioning it like this, you add your water, because it is steam heating, it's not dry heating. It needs water also in order to cook. So you are going to add water inside this place, but that water you add it just to cover the surface of this hanger. It will not be big, just level with the hanger before you start loading your substrate bag inside. So after you finish loading, you tie it up, cover it very well, then apply your heat. If you look here, you will see we are making use of gas cooker. This is our burner, and here are our cylinders. This is our energy source. So you can improvise. If you don't have gas, if you don't have money to get gas, you can improvise. But please make sure that any source of heat you are using must be a steady heating. It's not something you will put on and it will off. You will go to market and come back. No, you don't need gap in the heating. It's continuous heating for at least 4 hours and maximum of 6 hours. So if you want to use the firewood, make sure you are standby to add more firewood. If you want to use charcoal, make sure you are standby also to make sure that the light did not go off. That is the key. That is the most important thing. You will heat it to the temperature of 121 degrees Celsius. At that temperature, we are sure that any contaminant, any organism, even if it's a bacteria that withstand high temperature like Clostridium, it will eliminate it. Yes, at that temperature, and that is the secret about it. So this is called pasteurization or sterilization of the substrate bag before you do your inoculation.